I assume if you are watching this video, you have no idea what crowdfunding is, but maybe you do. I just want to cover my bases here. So, crowdfunding has been around since 2007, but it's actually just become more mainstream in the last couple of years. And there are many different kinds of crowdfunding, but for simplicity, everything you are going to see on this channel is rewards based crowdfunding and not equity crowdfunding, not royalty crowdfunding, not any of the other like smaller subgroup niches that seem to be popping up. So I'm sticking with mainstream. And rewards based crowdfunding is anything that you see on GoFundMe, Kickstarter, Indiegogo. I actually have no idea anything with GoFundMe except personal brands doing marketing campaigns. So I'm going to stick to Indiegogo and Kickstarter. So crowdfunding is a way for a entrepreneur or someone with an idea to raise money for that idea. And it is around a marketing campaign. So a crowdfunding campaign that you see on Indiegogo or Kickstarter, the two kinds. You're going to see something physical product, so something like literally I can hold, or you're going to see cause-based, or I guess there are three, cause-based or more the arts and creative side of things. So the whole point is you put up a campaign with the goal to raise money to get your project funded so that you can actually do that project. The main one that I stick to is physical products. Although you can apply the same concepts to launching a physical-based product campaign to a theater production, my expertise, I only like to talk about things that I personally have been involved in, and that's going to be tech-based physical campaigns. So, crowdfunding. If you have a campaign going, you are going to have a campaign that runs anywhere from 0 to 60 days, and it's a public campaign hosted online through Indiegogo, Kickstarter, or the other platforms. And you have, from however long you set your campaign for, you are raising public money to realize a goal. So let me give you an example. So one of the last campaigns I was on was Tap Lock, and it's a fingerprint padlock, it's a physical product. And we knew that in order to bring this to manufacturing, we needed to have a minimum number of units. The prototype was already developed, which is great, but we needed about $40,000 for the mold and the first run of product. So our campaign goal in the 30 days that we ran the campaign was to raise $40,000 so that we can bring the Tap Lock unit to production and fulfill the orders. So that's the goal. The second thing that you're going to see is really common in rewards-based crowdfunding is that it's a consumer to product fit. So Kickstarter and Indiegogo are just a marketplace. It's a platform for you to go on and see cool things going on and to see if there is anything you want to support or to back. And what I mean by support is if you click on any of the campaigns, you're going to see you can pledge now or buy now button. So the difference with a platform like Kickstarter versus Amazon is that with Amazon, you can order the product right now. Kickstarter Indiegogo is a pre-order. So the benefits to the consumer to support a crowdfunding campaign are that they're generally going to get it because they're getting the first generation product or early adopters with it. They're going to get it for a lower price than you will see on the market. So that's the first benefit. And in exchange for that, the consumer is trusting the project creator to, like, with their money so that in 6 to 12 months, they deliver the product. That is the understanding with any campaign that you see on Indiegogo and Kickstarter. And that is what we are going to be talking about. So the consumer gives money in exchange for a service, but it's different from an Amazon or any other sort of e-commerce because it acts in a pre-order fashion. So that is essentially what crowdfunding is. And it's become so mainstream, in my opinion, because the way that small businesses used to get, or I say small business, but I mean like entrepreneur or someone with an idea they're trying to get funded, what they used to do pre-crowdfunding was they just say you have a prototype or this dream of yours to create a product, and you realize you need thousands of dollars to create this product. And not only that, but you're probably thinking, where do I get this money? So your options about 10 years ago would have been to ask your parents to remortgage your house, to get a bank loan, to get angel investment, all this stuff, get outside funding, and then you would spend thousands of dollars to create this beautiful thing. But sometimes you'd make the assumption that because you think it's a great idea, everyone's going to want to buy it. And so what happens when you spend thousands of dollars to create this beautiful thing, and then you start to try and sell it and nobody wants to buy it? And just a bit of a disclaimer, I'm not saying that because crowdfunding is now one of the high sought after funding methods of startups that it doesn't have its own risk. It does, but the risks aren't very obvious until you fail. And here are the risks. The risks are that you, in my opinion, I think crowdfunding is a great way to validate your idea, but I don't think you should rely on a crowdfunding campaign to validate it. Because what if you spend a few $1,000s hiring marketing agencies or people to share your campaign or get traffic to your page, and if you haven't validated your idea, but you're spending money because you think people want to buy it before you've even spoken to a single customer, your campaign is probably not going to do as well as you would hoped. So what you're going to see in future videos is we talk about why you've got to validate your idea. And you can even get started by heading over to crowdfundinguncut.com/episodes. And that's where you can check out our previous interview with Pat Flynn from Smart Passive Income. It's an entire episode on how you can validate your product idea. And so validation should be done before you even launch to make sure that this is something people want to buy. The last thing you want to do is launch a crowdfunding campaign before speaking to a single person and realize that nobody wants to buy. Don't make that mistake. And I mean, there are a ton of other risks involved with crowdfunding, but just to keep this video short, I go on these rants sometimes with it, but crowdfunding is not free money, and there's a lot you don't know. So why don't you subscribe to the channel? You're going to get a weekly tip, and it's going to help you prep for your campaign. And there's lots more on crowdfundinguncut.com. You can check previous episodes and learn just a little bit more about me, and feel free to shoot me an email if you do have any campaign specific questions, or I think I'm asking a lot of you. Yeah. Why don't you just do this? Forget everything I've said. Just comment, like, and subscribe. And in the comments, tell me what you think of the video. And give me one topic you want me to cover. And you never know, it might actually end up in one of our weekly tip videos. So thanks for watching.